open, because he is certainly a player who can contend in the open division as well. Both these guys are. And you do notice that Stefan Burmettler is not playing junior, even though he's 17.
Because that would be an embarrassment to the junior division.
Kind of. Well, I don't know. I think it'd be a pretty good match with him and Evan, right? But
I think it'd be a good match. I think Evan would find himself lacking it at some point. I mean, the same way Evan finds himself lacking versus Ryan Moore, or one of the Masters.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. But a lot at stake. Not only do they qualify, but they get the trip paid for as well, and that's worth a lot. 2-1 lead early on for Evan Macgregor. As Gansch rocks, then trying to go to that far side, and Macgregor with those quick hands able to make the block and take it away. Yeah, it's great that Evan, with all that he is doing, with all the responsibilities of being a Division I athlete, of course, that's not really much different. He's running every day, and he's always ran every day. But it's a lot to manage, and then to be able to fit in foosball as well is certainly a nice thing for all of us who are fans and enjoy watching him play, and good for him as well, because like you said, it's different. Foosball is different. Those micro muscles.
It's easier to freeze up. The muscle groups are just completely different than a large muscle group.
And not to mention what it does for your brain. It also exercises your strategic muscles as well.
Right.
Looking to increase his lead from snake shot position, sitting dead still and then taking it out to that far side to make it 3-1. So far, it's the defense that Evan Macgregor has put on the table that has allowed him to surge ahead 3-1. He's been pretty good offensively, but he has really, for the most part, shut down the young Austrian, Gansch.
Now, when you're a Division I athlete, especially now in the modern era of Division I athletes in the United States, where you can get a sponsorship and you can get paid, the university athletic program essentially owns you. You got to find time to do your homework, because you're training probably 3 times a day, right? You got the morning, your muscle training, and then you're running. And so he's a disciplined young man. It has to be.
Firing it home far side, it's 4-2. And not only is a Division I athlete, he's going to the University of Texas. That is a major Division I university. One of the biggest colleges in the United States, with a great tradition of sports. So kudos to him. All of us very proud of what Evan Macgregor is accomplishing, both on the table and in real life, so to speak.
But if you take a good look at Evan Macgregor's face, no one's more proud of Evan Macgregor than Evan Macgregor. I mean, if you just take a look at how much confidence it is.
Confidence is never an issue for Evan. It's what you're trying to say.
It's like what happened to Captain America before he got put in the tube to get all the muscles.
Yeah.
You thought I was going to say his mom, but no.
Here's Gansch. And that shot at him again. Evan is there. And Macgregor also experienced in front of the cameras with the bright lights. And there's a big pull kick there from Macgregor. An opening game performance from Evan Macgregor that leads to a 5-2 win and a 1-0 lead.
I would say that, not knowing much about Ludwig, Evan has been in incredibly stressful situations. He's played matches for $7,000 prize money. He's played heavy-duty, high-stress matches, and he's not one who's afraid of the lights. He enjoys it, right? He likes all the camera. He likes all the.
Yeah, and with Ludwig, it's very possible that he has experienced that in Austria as well.
Or World Cup. I'm not sure what his World Cup background is.
World Cup, yeah. Right. They have a tremendous program in Austria. The tradition, the history of Garlando foosball. But more and more now, you're seeing these young players who, of course, are great on their home tables. Burmettler, of course, a Garlando World Series champion, and I'm sure Gansch also probably, has some great achievements on that table as well. But more and more, you're seeing these young players from these countries, no matter what the country is, being good multi-table players as well. Nice pass along the outside wall by Macgregor. We'll set it up, looking to tie it up here in game number 2. That one near side, rimmed off the post. Rebound grabbed by Gansch. 1-0 lead for Macgregor. And the takeaway by Evan. Macgregor fakes and then goes back to that far side. Just enough of a hitch to get Gansch off the hole. However, he did sort of cut that one back, didn't he? To make it 1-1. Ludwig. Fires that one home. I believe this one went down the middle. Let's have a look. Yep, kind of might have even glanced off that two-rod of Macgregor, who tic-tacs along the outside wall, but then loses the ball back to the 5 of Gansch. Brushes that one down the middle. And stroking it down the middle again. So he's working the inside, and it's paying dividends as he looks, he fires, and he gets it.
Tell me when it is.
It mutes you. Cough. Just hold it and mutes your mic. 3-1 lead here in the second game for Ludwig Gansch. There you see him. So good to see all these really good young players coming from the various countries. Gansch puts it back into play. He's able to brush that one down along the wall. Ludwig shot attempt, posting up on that near side was Macgregor to knock it down. You're watching the junior singles final here at the 2024 ITSF World Series here in Dallas, Texas. And again, to that near corner, it's 4-1. Really weighted him out beautifully and then drilled to that near side. And here's Macgregor cutting the lead to 2. It's now 4-2.
I like that. Ludwig isn't going anywhere. He's not going away. All right. Well, here we are, man. Great match going. I wanted to get a quick shout out to the Foosball Sports Network. All their help, man. They got a store here. You can buy their stuff online, accessories, parts, tchotchkes, memorabilia, ITSF shirts. It's all it's online at foosballsportsnetwork.com, and also the store here if you're here listening. Many of you are. And then also shout out to ProtectoFlex, protecto-flex.com.
Mm-hmm. Save your eyes, I think is their,
right.
their
We'd
logo.
all be blind. One of us we'd all have one eye.
Yeah.
It wasn't ProtectoFlex.
Yeah. I don't like my eyes. 4-2 lead for Ludwig Gansch here in game number 2, and that one angled into the goal, and 2 in a row from Evan Macgregor.
Watch him pick up his 5-bar.
So that was an intentional play, and he's got the lead to 1 at 4-3. And Gansch able to find the hole down the middle, and we are even at 1 game apiece.
Making it a match.
And taking his time beautifully, waits for the switch, then cuts that one home. Macgregor wins the first game. Gansch wins the second game.
You'll notice he's sponsored by Floro, and Floro's also sponsoring Stefan Bermetler and a couple others. Floro sponsoring the gold ticket championship.
Who the heck is Floro? Floro, can you tell us more?
Floro is a gold company. Sell gold? Go to Floro.com if you want to know more.
That's it?
Floro.
Oh, okay.
Gold, yeah, it's about the gold, Jim.
It's all about the gold.
It was a gold ticket championship.
Precious metals. Oh, that one up wide of the goal for Gansch, right back into his own goal. Evan Macgregor will take it. Again, brushing it down along that near wall, Ludwig Gansch. Ludwig's been shooting it well.
Great defense. Keeping it his area. The reflexes. Just, Jim, I don't remember being this young.
No.
Again.
No.
But I remember the feeling of feeling like I was
same
invincible.
play.
Like
That pass, it looks like a 2 to the 5, but it brushed all the way down. Do you really remember that?
I remember, well, in my 20s, even my 20s, I felt like
Yeah.
I was immortal. Like,
And we're not sure if you are. Yeah, we'll find out at some point, I'm sure.
And when you're these guys,
Evan on top 3-0 as he has come out in this third game, scoring from goal, scoring from forward, and Gansch will call a very smart timeout, trailing 3-0.
when you're Evan Macgregor and you could run a 3-minute mile and you could just like do 14 miles just because you want to
In your sleep, yeah.
Yeah, you just feel it's fun to do. He's probably a vegan.
Yeah.
And he probably has a gold aura around him at all times.
Well, he
He's
seems
sleeping.
to. Yeah, he seems to.
You could feel like you could do anything, right?
Yeah, but the way he plays the blues on the guitar, he must have also experienced a tremendous amount of pain in his life.
Right.
Or he's just channeling.
I'll tell you, those suburbs of Austin, the certain estate areas can be very tough to get out of that community because of traffic. There's
Oof.
2 Starbucks in there.
Yeah.
You know. Just kidding. I don't even know. I made all that up. I have no idea.
It was very accurate, actually. 3-1 lead now for Evan Macgregor. Here in game number 3. Each player with a game under their belt. If Evan looks for that long brush up the table again, but this time, these last 2 times, Gansch not going to give it to him.
Tried for a quick bank or something similar.
Let's go 2 to the 5. That's something kind of that Tony Spredeman brought on the scene, was having all those options. You know, obviously the 2 to the 5 became prominent really in the 90s for the most part. But then Tony began to add things, shots, options, different options, not just the pass to that far side, but also bank shots and brush shots and everything else.
Well, Tony took it to a whole new level. You know, so we'll talk about Fred. We can't avoid talking about Fred. Fred.
Watch here, the
Quick
block
off the table.
Fred
Fred had all the bounces, right?
And again, there it is.
Killing
That's
with
3
that.
of those.
Killing with that. But Fred had some sneaky middle brush lane passes, some sneaky ones, right? And then you get someone like Tony who's just taken that and added multiple dimensions to it.
Yeah, his left hand on the 2-rod is better than most players' right hand in the things that he can do. It's almost like he's playing doubles sometimes with that left hand back there. The ability to pass, of course, 2 to the 5 or even 2 to the 3, which he added. Evan going back to the well, and then a great catch. Trying to do that brush shot and then flipped it over to make the catch. He'll set it up looking to win game number 3.
We've joked about a one-handed, left-handed championship, and we probably have to make Tony the number 1 seed.
No question, yeah. I don't think anybody beats him.
And even versus left-handed players, he'd be the number 1 seed.
Yeah, I mean, he beats most players. And when he does that, he beats most of them using 2 hands. And Evan Macgregor comes back to the ball a la Ryan Moore and then drills it home to that far side. So we're getting a look at 2 great young players, one from the United States, one from Austria. And so far it's Evan Macgregor who seems to be in control on his home table.
Right. He's all his quick stuff is working, right? That he's killing them with that little short 2 to the pretend 5 short hole. Those easy goals just break you down, right?
Yep.
I mean, you have to work very hard for them, you know?
And he'll open up game number 4 with a scoring opportunity. And that one blocked by Gansch up into the air and off the table as Evan took his time. But Gansch able to get a man on it.
Like to see Gansch put a little heat on Evan. Like make this go 5 games, get a little lead, you know?
You do got to really like the creativity from Evan in singles. And I always like to see that. I like to see players. Of course, you've got to have a good 3, good 5, good 2, et cetera, good defense. But I like to see that in-between stuff, some creative stuff from these players. 5-row shooting, 2-row shooting with the left hand.
It's beautiful when he's flowing because it's no hesitation.
Yeah.
It's preconceived, like it's just going to happen, you know?
Pull shot down the middle. Evan sends it back the other way. No score here in the 4th. 2 games to 1 lead for Evan Macgregor. who I think was the big favorite coming into this event in the junior division.
I wonder about the age gap too, because it matters, right? I think Evan is 18.
Probably close
19.
to 19, yeah, I would think.
And this gentleman right here, for all we know, because they're, I don't know what the equivalent of corn is in Austria.
Corn.
What's the equivalent of
Corn is corn, wherever it is, Mark.
well,
It's,
the
corn is
corn-fed
multinational.
Austrians, that kid might be 9 years old. We have no idea.
Okay.
And then there's a gap in
Lots of
maturity.
special. Yeah.
He might be. He's probably 15, right?
The Wiener Schnitzel. Yeah.
But it matters,
It does.
you know.
No, it does. And there's a big difference physically between a 15-year-old and a near 19-year-old. And I had a 10-year-old playing in this competition.
Yeah. There's a very famous study, and it's not a joke. A very, very famous
Macgregor
study
to the far side.
about hockey players, and these hockey players that were born in a certain month were always better than the hockey. They always advanced further. They got further, like these being pro players. And I'll find the study reference later, but it was because they played a year behind. So they played in the lower age group. They were bigger by 1 year. So they're like, as big as a 10-year-old playing with 9-year-olds. It matters. Maturity, physical strength, all that stuff matters. So juniors is very nebulous, right?
Yep.
I mean, between a 15-year-old and a 18-year-old.
Is that what you're putting Ludwig at, 15?
I don't know. It might be 17. I can't tell.
15?
15.
Yeah.
We're getting the Germans, who are not biased at all, are saying he's 15.
Yeah.
I like to see a birth certificate.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
You're implying
Just
that they
kidding.
are biased a little bit
I'm
against
just
the
kidding. I'm
Austrians?
just kidding.
Yeah.
You're all the same, though. I mean,
Still 1-0.
Julian said they're against the Austrians, and I said, as Americans, we don't know the difference between.
Well, of course we
It's
do.
just
Having
here.
been to both countries numerous times, I definitely see the differences. They both speak German.
The Terminators from both, right?
The Austrians kind of speak German, right? Yeah.
It's kind of like Alabamans kind of speak English.
Well, or like earlier I was up at the front desk, and you have Fried, Lunas up there, you have JC, you have a couple of Frenchmen up there, and Mathieu Bijou of Canada, of Quebec, came up to speak with them, and he speaks French. They were speaking French, but I could just see the French. I could see JC and kind of looking down their noses at the Eastern Canadian. And I know there's a rivalry
'Cause they're a
there. I know
colony.
there's a dislike,
They
I
were-
think,
they were-
between
they
the
were-
two.
Canadians are a colony. They're still a
They're
colony.
still a
right?
colony.
Yeah.
Still are. Someday they'll be their own
If
country.
Evan knew right now that
Right.
camera was on him, it'd shatter with the Zoolander
Here
look.
we go. All right. Let's try to stay on topic here, as it's 1-1 here in the fourth game. Big possession here for Ludwig Gansch as he drills that one home. Trying to get this one to a fifth game if he can. He finds that near corner.
There's some Austrian fans here.
Mm-hmm.
We
They're
love
very
it.
vocal.
Yeah, and we love it.
Back comes Macgregor. We're even at 2.
I think what you need to know about Evan, though, we found this from the Thunderdome. If you cheer against him,
Yeah.
he gets hot. He gets hotter. He lives off it.
He does. He's one of those guys, and that's a good thing.
Yeah, he thrives.
Ludwig looks for the lead. Tried to come back down the middle, blocked by Macgregor, and then the rebound. Ludwig had it, lost it. It comes back to Macgregor.
There's that
Brings
pull
that
kick
pull
again.
kick.
I was
Just
thinking about that pull kick. Sorry.
another one,
Oh,
and then the turnover. Another chance for Gansch. That one just wide of the goal. Maybe Macgregor got a piece of it. We're still at 2-2 here in game 4. 2 games to 1 lead. 2 sets to 1 lead for Evan Macgregor. That one fired on goal, sent towards the goal with a 5 by Macgregor and picked up by Gansch, who brings it back down the
Split.
middle with a pull shot.
that was nice.
Watch this. He brings it right down the middle.
And that fist pump is a characteristic Austrian fist pump at this point.
Macgregor looking to answer once again, and he does. Evan doesn't want this to go to a 5th game. As you look at the grip, you look at the flip, you look at the score.
And you look at the rip. As you dip, we dip by dip was a famous song from the 90s.
I'm sorry, what?
Right.
What did you just say?
As you dip, I dip, we dip. It's some of you know what I'm talking about.
I don't think so. Pretty sure no one does.
Put your hands upon my head. As you dip, I dip, we dip.
All right. Oh, nice save there by Macgregor, but a good grab on the 3-rod. Then the lost by Gansch. 3-3 here in the fourth game. It's a game that Ludwig Gansch must have to stay alive in this final.
Are we going to see him catch that little? Yeah.
Working it up the table, 2 to the 5. 5 to the 3. Now we'll look to go from the 3-rod to the back of the goal. Evan Macgregor. Shot, the block, and the takeaway by Gansch. That ball is still spinning. Oh, what a pass, 2-rod to the 3-rod. He knew what he wanted to do the entire time, executed it beautifully. He'll have another chance here to move within one of the title, but Gansch able to make the block and take it away.
I want to talk about that for a second. Evan's kind of long. He's a little tall, and he can reach back with that rod without putting much emphasis on the body, and it looks smooth. It looks seamless.
And a timeout called here by Macgregor.
That pass doesn't work for me because I'm a little shorter than him, and my whole
body. A little shorter than him?
It's not the time, Jim. My whole body moves when I try to do a little 2 to the 3-bar pass like that. So for him, it's just kind of leaning over, boom, this whole kind of smooth kind of transition. Yeah, man, that kind of thing, he gets away with that kind of thing.
So it's an advantage to be a little longer for some things.
Well, look at Steve Murray. No. You know, Terry Moore was another guy who just reached across the table. Yeah.
All right, putting the ball back into play is Evan Macgregor, who rocks, looks, and strokes it home far side. It is championship point for Evan Macgregor after that one. Ludwig Gansch will put the ball into play. Tried the left hook towards the goal, but Evan had the left hand back there. Sends that one along the outside wall. Gansch. Banked that one off the outside wall, jumps into the forward position to grab the rebound. Ludwig fires it home far side. Again, the fist pump, but we're even at 4.
I think Evan's the only person that wants this to end right here because I want to see a 5th game, don't you? Do you want to see a 5th game?
Yeah, I love 5th games. It's one of my favorite games.
Besides the game of love, Jim?
And stolen away here by Gansch. And the timeout called by Ludwig. Ludwig Gansch, a goal away from potentially sending this junior singles final down to one final game. And let's, and again, Mark, with these young players, you just never know how they're going to respond in certain situations. Ludwig was down 4-3. He ties it at 4. He has possession on the 5. Let's see what he's made of as he puts it back into play. Crushes it along that near wall and then has it get away from him. Watch out here. Evan has been very effective. You just never know what he's going to do with that 2-rod. Back along the outside wall, a chance to win it right here for Evan Macgregor. We'll set it up. Take a look. Tried to come back down the middle. Gansch able to knock it down and take it away. Tried to send it along the outside wall. But Evan there to intercept it and then pass it near wall. But again, Gansch gets a piece of it. Left hook, swing and a miss. Flipped over towards the goal.
Gets a break.
Rebound grab by Macgregor. His 3rd chance to win the title. Evan. He strokes it home, and there it is. In 4 impressive games, the United States, Evan Macgregor has defeated Ludwig Gansch to win the 2024 ITSF World Series Junior Singles Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a big round of applause for the 2nd place finisher in junior singles from Austria, Ludwig Gansch. And your 2024 junior singles champion from the USA,
Evan Macgregor.